Switzerland's international cooperation, IC, has the constitutional mandate to assist in the alleviation of need and poverty in the world and promote respect for human rights, democracy, peace, and the conservation of natural resources. The STC, SECO, and PHRD carry out this mandate. They have 3 instruments at their disposal: humanitarian aid, development cooperation, and peacebuilding. The current IC strategy is coming to an end. Time to take stock. The Federal Council has defined 4 objectives for the years 2021-2024. When implementing these goals, the needs of the population, Swiss interests, and Swiss added value must be taken into account. Events such as COVID-19, natural disasters, the political turmoil in Afghanistan and the Sahel, the war in Ukraine, the humanitarian crisis in Sudan, and the escalating conflict in the Middle East have put immense pressure on international cooperation. Quick reactions were necessary. Think of relief supplies for Ukraine or the deployment of the Swiss rescue chain to Turkey. At the same time, the international cooperation has continued to pursue its long-term goals. Let's take a look at one example for each of the 4 objectives. Objective 1. Economic development. Many people in developing countries cannot find decent work opportunities. The pandemic and the war in Ukraine have exacerbated the situation. A rapid response was needed. SECO, for example, supported textile companies in Central Asia, the Middle East, and North Africa in switching to the production of masks after the outbreak of the pandemic. As a result, 27,000 jobs were secured and 3,000 new ones created. Objective 2. Environment. Climate change hits poorer countries harder. Farmers increasingly have to rely on artificial irrigation. In many cases, they use polluting diesel pumps to extract large quantities of groundwater. In Nepal, among other countries, the STC is promoting the switch to solar pumps to protect the climate and groundwater. Water scarcity can lead to conflicts. The STC therefore supports countries in developing technical and political solutions for shared water use. Objective 3. Human development. The needs resulting from humanitarian crises have multiplied in recent years. Resources are becoming increasingly scarce. One example is the conflict in Sudan, where millions have been displaced since the beginning of 2023. In such crises, multilateral and civil society partners are essential. They can provide rapid assistance through their presence on the ground. The SDC participated with contributions and personnel from the Swiss Humanitarian Aid Unit. This enabled shelter, food, and water to reach the refugees. Children were able to continue attending school. Objective 4. Peacebuilding and governance. Armed conflicts are on the rise worldwide. In the Solothurn process, the PHRD brings together high-level representatives from Serbia and Kosovo. This contributes to confidence building, dialogue, and concrete solutions. The PHRD supports the process of coming to terms with the past in order to make a shared future possible. In Eastern Europe and Mongolia, Switzerland's international cooperation has supported national parliaments in improving parliamentary processes and strengthening communication with the public. Global problems require global solutions. International cooperation therefore works with multilateral partners, such as development banks and the UN, civil society, and the private sector. For the first time ever, Switzerland holds a seat in the UN Security Council from 2023 to 2024. Experiences from international cooperation in crisis-hit regions will be reflected in Switzerland's positions in this highest multilateral body. The 4 objectives of the IC strategy proved effective even in a time of crisis. They will therefore continue to form the basis for Switzerland's international cooperation in the future. Adaptable instruments of international cooperation remain important. They are an investment in the future of Switzerland and of the world.